All right, let's dive right into this masterclass on absolutely crushing your CELPIP speaking prompts. Look, if you're gearing up for the exam, you already know the speaking section can feel super overwhelming. But today, we're turning all that unpredictability into a totally foolproof memory framework. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to break down these distinct speaking scenarios, map out the high-scoring vocabulary, and hand you the exact structural anchors, 框架逻辑, so you can memorize and flawlessly recite perfect answers every single time. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We're covering the framework first, then diving into 3 specific themes: professional life, lifestyle choices, and practical decisions. Finally, we'll wrap up with some crucial high-score vocab. Let's get to it. Section 1, the framework, specifically our universal rule of 3 mind map. Okay, listen closely, because when that timer starts ticking, this predetermined structure, 你的底层逻辑, is literally going to save you. Every single response you give needs to look exactly like this. It doesn't matter what the prompt is, you're going to break your advice down into 3 specific steps. Suggestion 1, 建议一, Suggestion 2, 建议二, and Suggestion 3, 建议三. It's like a mental safety net. It dramatically reduces your anxiety and helps you build a rock-solid logical argument right on the fly. Moving on to Section 2, Theme 1, Professional Life. This covers your work, study, and networking scenarios. So imagine a friend comes to you panicking, saying they've got a huge job interview next week for a position they desperately want, but they're incredibly nervous. Your job here isn't just to talk at them. You always want to kick things off with your opening and empathy, 寒暄和共情, to build that connection, and then you pivot straight into your structured advice. And here is your recitation blueprint for that advice. Step 1, 建议 1, do thorough research. You want to anchor this point with a strong phrase like tailor your resume. Step 2, 建议 2, practice with mock interviews. Tell them to actually record themselves to check their body language. And step 3, 建议 3, prioritize rest and mindset. Boom. 3 crystal clear steps that you can easily shadow and lock into your memory. Now, what if the prompt is about a friend balancing a master's degree, a family, and a full-time job? We apply that exact same logic. 建议一, use time blocking. Tell them to set realistic boundaries. 建议二, build a support system. That means communicating clearly with their family and their boss. And 建议三, prevent burnout by scheduling actual quality downtime. You just plug these phrases in and lock them down. Let's say the scenario is about attending a formal networking event. Again, hit these 3 memory anchors. First up, prepare your introduction. That's your elevator pitch, 电梯演讲. Second, focus on active listening by asking open-ended questions. And third, follow up properly, maybe by connecting on LinkedIn. Take a second right now to actually practice reciting these 3 anchors out loud to yourself. All right, on to Section 3, Theme 2, Lifestyle Choices, which hits on health, habits, and personal life. You know, the examiner really wants to see if you can navigate personal conversations just as smoothly as the professional ones. So how do you logically advise a friend whose daily habits are just totally throwing their life off track? Whether we're talking about fitness or too much screen time, you have to map out exactly how they can realistically change. 提供切实可行的建议, using, you guessed it, our 3 steps. Okay, check this out. A coworker says, I work super long hours, I live in a tiny apartment, but I really want to adopt a dog. Guys, this is a classic CELPIP trap. You don't want to just shoot them down, but you need to be realistic. You start with empathy, and then you gently, logically guide them through the realities of that choice. You can structure this response flawlessly. Jeji 1, evaluate the time commitment. Remind them they might actually need to hire a dog walker. Jeji 2, consider the space limits. A cramped apartment just isn't ideal for a big, energetic pet. And Jeji 3, look into alternatives. Suggest they try fostering first, or maybe adopting a super low-maintenance cat instead. If the scenario is about getting healthy but they absolutely hate the gym, memorize these points. 1, incorporate fitness into the daily routine. Tell them to take the stairs or go for a brisk walk. 2, try home workouts, like basic bodyweight exercises or some online yoga. 3, pick up an outdoor hobby, maybe cycling, so the workout doesn't feel like a chore at all. And what about reducing screen time? This one is so common. First, create physical boundaries to avoid that late-night blue light. Second, use digital limits. Literally disable those distracting push notifications. And third, try a digital detox by replacing mindless doom scrolling with reading a good book. Seriously, pause the explainer right here and try reciting this 30-second template. Next step is Section 4, Theme 3, Practical Decisions. focusing on solving everyday problems. These prompts are all about testing your ability to sensibly weigh options. Imagine your friend is moving to a new city and asks, should I rent downtown right near the office or get a larger house way out in the suburbs? You have to help them evaluate two very distinct choices here. They be. You contrast those two options by leaning right back on your 3 points. Point 1, compare the lifestyle. You've got the vibrant nightlife downtown versus the really peaceful environment of the suburbs. Point 2, look at the commute time and that brutal rush hour traffic. Point 3, uncover the hidden costs, like suddenly needing to buy and maintain a car for that suburban house. What about a neighbor dispute? Say, loud noises late at night. You want to show logical escalation. Jenny E, try a friendly approach first. A quick chat or a polite little note. Jenny R, involve building management. That means contacting the property manager or strata. Jenny Sun, check local regulations. Look up those noise bylaws and file an official complaint if you have to. If they're buying a used car and worried about getting scammed, guide them through this specific blueprint. Jenny E, always check the vehicle history report. Jenny R, get a professional check. Literally hire an independent mechanic. Jenny Sun, just buy from a dealership. Go for a certified pre-owned car so they actually get a warranty. And for travel planning, this is an absolute goldmine for native co-locations. First, tell them to pack appropriate clothing by dressing in layers. Second, advise them to explore off the beaten path to find those local hidden gems. And third, remind them to learn local customs like understanding the tipping culture before they go. Finally, Section 5, High Score Vocabulary Review, our bilingual cheat sheet. Look, structuring your answer is really only half the battle, right? Maximizing your lexical resource score is what actually pushes you into those top bands. So let's review these keywords and their exact translations to lock them in. Time blocking is 时间区块排气法. Elevator pitch is 电梯演讲 or a 简短自我介绍. Digital detox is 数字排毒. Body language is 肢体语言, and mock interview is 模拟面试. Make sure you intentionally plug these into your responses. Now check out these fixed collocations. Certified pre-owned is 官方认证二手车. Noise bylaw is 噪音地方规. Dress in layers is 洋葱式穿衣法. Rush hour is 高峰期. And calling something a chore is 一件苦差事. Using these phrases proves to the examiner that you can naturally navigate everyday Canadian English. So the structure is completely in your hands now. By combining that foolproof 3-step blueprint with these targeted bilingual anchors, you basically have a master template for any speaking task they throw at you. My final question for you is, which of these 3-part frameworks are you going to try using in your very next practice recording? Pick one theme, map out your 3 steps, and start shadowing right now. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and happy studying!